industries for consume.
A gazillion miles of the sky. There's an orbital station where you can fly, moving up and out, leave it all behind. A new life is what you find. Spaced out
on an orbital station.
Spaced out,
You have reached your destination.
spaced out. The Martians are coming.
Any request for tomorrow's weather?
Yes, I'd like a cloudy, miserable day. The worse it is, the better I'll like it.
Hi, Guy. What kind of weather would you like for tomorrow?
Well, now, Mr. George, I reckon we could do with some rain for the grass. Give me snow! A great, big snowstorm that covers everything, just like we used to have in Siberia.
Betty, what kind of weather do you want for tomorrow? Betty, what kind of weather do you want for tomorrow?
A freak storm that blows this crummy space station back to Earth.
It's always the same. Nobody agrees on anything.
It would be a lot easier if you didn't bother asking them what they wanted.
But, Mom, I can't decide all by myself. The weather affects everybody.
George, if the folks at Cracks Industries have put you in charge of this station, it's because they, unlike your wife, have noticed the superhuman strength and leadership that's oozing out of your every pore.
Oozing? Where?
George, you're the boss here. It's up to you and you alone to decide tomorrow's weather.
George Martin, you're 7.5 seconds late.
You. Huh? Mom? What are you doing here?
I decided to come and watch my big boy make the sunrise.
There isn't much to it, really. I just push a button and up it goes.
Oh, don't be so modest. After all, you have to know which button to push. And there are lots of buttons. What do they all do?
This one changes the sky color, this one's for the trees, and this one's for the grass. And this one controls the weather. I can even create thunderstorms with that button there.
Thunderstorms? By the way, what kind of weather have you decided on for today?
Well, it's snow in the morning for Boris, then overcast later on for Mrs. Schumann, with intermittent showers for Guy and his grass, and sunny at the end of the day for Monica, with windy periods for my kite.
No, George. From now on, you must reign supreme on this space station.
Reign supreme? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about power, George. You have absolute power around here, and you're gonna prove it by making an almighty thunderstorm.
The others won't be happy.
You bet they won't. They'll be terrified, and then they'll start treating you with proper respect. Do do what your mommy-wommy says. When you were growing up, didn't I always know what was best for you?
What's gotten into Dad? Did you two have an argument?
And now, George, it's time for lightning.
Lightning? You think so?
I don't think so. I know so.
All right.
Something's definitely wrong here.
You see, you can do anything. You call the shots around here.
I call the shots around here.
You're all powerful.
I'm all powerful.
You reign supreme.
I reign supreme.
Would you care to explain what's going on, George?
From now on, when you talk to me, you will address me as Your Magnificence.
George, what wouldn't you prefer, say, Your Excellency or Your Highness?
No, I like Your Magnificence. It's more magnificent.
George seems to be getting some pretty strange ideas all of a sudden.
Yes, Boris. And I think I can guess who he's getting them from.
Monica, this time your husband has gone too far.
I'll admit George doesn't have much talent for color coordination.
You can say that again.
I haven't seen this much pink since Benjamin had that unfortunate reaction to a strawberry cheesecake.
He wants me to compose an anthem to his glory. I warn you, Monica, I'm going to report him to Kratch Industries.
Oh, son, you look absolutely fabulous.
George? Did you really tell Mrs. Schumann to compose an anthem to your glory?
It was Mom's idea.
My boy deserves some thanks for making the sun rise every day.
Oh, he's going to get the thanks he deserves, all right. George, Mrs. Schumann is planning to report you to Kratch Industries. Do you know what that means? If you keep this up, you're going to get fired, and our whole family will be sent back to Earth.
You're just making that up, Monica, and I know why. You don't want George to get ahead. You want him to stay a loser so you can keep him under your thumb. But I'm his mother, and I won't stand for it.
Calm down, Mom.
Why, you... George, you have to listen to me. You're getting too big for your boots, mister.
No, she's saying your feet are too big.
Monica, you know I'm sensitive about my tootsies.
Our whole family sent back to Earth? I'll do anything to make that happen. Gran's right, Dad. You shouldn't let anyone stand in your way.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! For having showed great disrespect towards his magnificence, Mrs. Schumann is sentenced to 1 week in sub-zero temperature.
To the senior management of Kratch Industries. It may be chilly in here, but it's going to get very hot for George Martin.
All residents of the space station are ordered to give Mrs. Schumann the cold shoulder. That is all. Looks like we're gonna get a week's vacation thanks to your dad. Do you think your dad could change the days of the week if he wanted?
Yeah, I guess so. Why?
Well, I was thinking maybe we can...
Dad?
I mean, Your Magnificence. Bobby and I have a favor to ask you.
I will be happy to do you boys a favor. What is it?
Well, we think there are too many school days each week, and we think...
Weekends are too short. Could you do something to change that? Your Magnificence, sir?
Why, sure I can. All I want is for everyone on this station to be happy.
Hey, George!
You're supposed to call me Your Magnificence, Boris, remember?
Your insignificance, or whatever. I was wondering if you could make my house cold and icy like you did to the school.
Of course not, Boris. I did that to punish Mrs. Schumann.
Then you can punish me too.
But Boris, I can't punish you unless you show disrespect toward me. And you haven't.
Huh? Boris, you behaved like idiot.
Die! The nose should be more noble. Now, the chin should be more heroic. You're good. And do something about those eyes. You've given him the eyes of an overcooked halibut. That's him. Oh, yes. That's my George.
Nice painting. Who is it?
What do you mean, who is it? It's you!
Me? What's for lunch? You didn't make lunch?
No, I wasn't hungry.
But I am.
In that case, you can make your own lunch.
Monica, my magnificence commands you.
Don't you start that magnificent stuff with me, George Martin!
Now, calm down, honey bunny. Yeah, I was only...
Calling me Honey Bunny won't work either. Your mother stuffed your head with ridiculous ideas, and you've been behaving like an absolute idiot! You're a good man, George, but you are not magnificent. If you were, you'd be able to perform superhuman feats like jumping over buildings or walking on water. Can you walk on water, George?
I don't know. I never tried.
What's for lunch?
Ask your father.
There's a sardine.
That's it?
Have a magnificent lunch, everyone. I'm going out.
I hate crickets!
Who is it?
It's me, Mom. Open up.
Oh,
Mommy, Monica's right. I'm not magnificent. I can't walk on water.
don't be so hard on yourself, George. You've had a tiring day. It isn't easy being magnificent all the time, but you can walk on water, and you will tomorrow.
You think so?
I know so.
Hear ye! Hear ye! This afternoon, His Magnificence will demonstrate his ability to walk on water for the benefit of those who doubt him, especially his wife. That is all.
Yes!
Huh?
Mom, are you sure this is gonna work?
Don't you worry, George. You can do it.
Do you think he'll really walk on water?
I doubt it. Yesterday, he tried to turn a sardine into lunch for 3. What a letdown.
Let him play his silly games while he can. When the folks at Cratch Industries get this letter, they'll fire George Barton for sure.
Go on, George.
But you know I can't swim, Mom.
Trust me, you'll be fine. Now, start walking across that pool before I lose my temper and spank you.
Oh my goodness, what if he drowns?
Yo. I'm doing it! I'm walking on water!
For 15 years, I've been married to a Super George, and I didn't even know it.
Chill out, Mom. We gave him a little help.
We? Who's we?
Gran and me. Do you know those clear plexiglass tables over in the picnic area? We put them in the pool last night. They were what Dad was walking on.
Yeah!
Does he know about this?
Nope.
How could you play such a sneaky trick? Why did you go along with it?
Because I want to go back to Earth. I want to hang out with my friends again, sit at the bus stop, talk about boys. And the weirder Dad gets, the better the chances are that we'll be kicked off this station.
Yeah! Way to go, Dad!
You're magnificent.
We love you. We love all the things you do. You make sunshine, you make snow. You even walk on H2O. You're magnificent, we love you. And we hope you love us too.
Something tells me this will all end in tears. Get up, Benjamin. It's time for school.
There's no school today. It's Sunday.
Come on now, Benjamin. You know it's Monday.
No, it isn't. It's Sunday, Mom. Bobby and I asked Dad for a month of Sundays, and he said yes.
What?
Isn't that great? We've got 29 more Sundays ahead of us. We don't have to go to school until the end of the month.
And Mrs. Schumann didn't object?
Ever since she saw Dad walk on water, she's been agreeing with everything he says.
George, if you want to act like a jerk, I'm not going to stand in your way. But if you think I'll let you ruin our children's education, you've got another thing coming.
Plexiglass tables? I should have guessed it was a trick.
Boris, you've got to help me.
For you, Monica Martin, anything.
Oh, thank you. Now, the first thing we have to do is grab George's keyring while he's taking his nap.
Monica, what are you doing with my key?
Sometimes the only way to deal with a troublesome husband is to lock him up. Boris?
What the? Hey, put me down!
Anything you say.
Ow! You can't do this! I command you to let me out of here right now! I'm warning you! Don't force me to use my magnificent powers!
It's time to get this station back to normal. Come on, Boris!
Do you really think a mere door can resist my superhuman strength?
Guy, I have a mission for you.
Sorry, but I only take my orders from His Magnificence. What's my mission, boss?
George has finished his nap earlier than usual. Uh-oh. Something's wrong.
Sorry, ma'am, but I can't let you leave the house.
What? How dare you speak that way to the mother of His Magnificence?
You mean His former magnificence? Mrs. Martin is running the space station now.
Mrs. Martin? You! Oh,
Everything's back to normal. Now I'll just convince His Magnificence to be plain old George Martin again. Because that's the man I love.
Sorry, daughter-in-law, but that's not the son I love. Get my hands on her, I swear.
Hand over the frying pan.
Come and get it. Where's my George? What have you done with him?
He isn't your George. He's mine.
Oh, yeah? Well, I had him first. He's mine. All mine. I won't let you ruin everything I worked so hard to accomplish. All my sacrifices. And...
There must be a button that can fix this!
This is all your fault! It has nothing to do with me!
Not bad. I'd say we'll be going back to Earth any minute now.
Why are you punishing me, Your Magnificence?
Relax, Mom. It's happening all over the station.
Oh no, the fuses must have blown.
What's going on? Would somebody hold my hand? I'm afraid of the dark.
We'll have to work extra hard to make up for lost time, children.
Now, sweetheart, your father and I understand that you'd like to be back on Earth, talking to all your girlfriends at the bus stop. So, we decided to put a bus stop in the park, and Guy here will be one of your girlfriends.
Spare parts for the control panel should arrive in 3 weeks. Till then, we get to power up the whole station, Mom. Pretty neat, huh?
Shut up and keep peddling.
I'm sure glad we don't have to put up with that pink sky anymore.
Why George didn't go for a brown with yellow polka dots color scheme?
Good grief. Even by cat standards, you have lousy taste.
Head for the sky.